Well, things have gotten very silly in the Hildibrand quests. Very silly indeed. How can it be any sillier? Let me put a bunny on my head. There we go. That's Ninja. So Ninja's a class I am not very good with. I am not going to be playing as Ninja. I'm going to swap the Scholar. There we go. With an equally silly hat. Now, White Mage? That's probably better. Alright, yeah. Nice and refined. Alright, Ellie. Let's keep this gravy train rolling. Ellie has the latest information on the Phantom Thief's target. Jake, I was wondering when you'd show up. I've gotten the latest scoop on the Victor's spoils that our many-faced friend has set his sights on. Have you visited the Colosseum of late? There's a tourney in the works, and it's looking to be a big one. The Mithril Cup, sponsored by none other than Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. They say that Master Fire... Okay. I get it, it's supposed to be a fantasy world, but could you at least call everyone like single-syllable names that are easy to pronounce? Bob, Greg, Stu, something like that. Alright, Master Firegeist, I'm assuming, will be furnishing the prizes himself from his personal collection. Small wonder it's captured the attention of Mr. Sticky Fingers. You are familiar with the concern, yes? It's only the largest mining interest in the Sultanate after all. The chairman, Master Firegeist, sits on the syndicate and possesses such wealth that rumors has it he could buy half the realm if he chose to. He's also renowned for being something of a martial artist enthusiast, with his position affording him little opportunity to test his own skills, he settles for living vicariously through the exploits of others, hence his sponsorship of tournaments like the Mithril Cup. My colleague, Ganelon, is in Ulda covering the tourney as we speak. If we were to track him down, I bet he'd be able to give us something to get our investigation started. Alright. So I could just warp there for like 500 gil, but what if I did the cheap route? Costa del Sol. Love the music in Costa del Sol so much. Alright, so the cheapest way to get there. Purchase passage to Limsa Laminsa. Yep, boarded for 40 gil. And at this point you think, oh hey, so from here we just go straight to the airship landing and then just purchase passage to Ulda, right? Sort of. What I'm going to do instead is a really cheap way of going through. Seek passage to the Gold Saucer, which is always free. Regardless of where you're from, if you go to the Gold Saucer, it's free. And then, oh goodness. Okay, you can't be showing bikini girls on street. Seek passage to Ulda for free only from the Gold Saucer. So yeah, if your load times aren't too bad, that's absolutely the cheapest and relatively quick way of getting there. Alright, now I need to find this guy. He's going to be in, Steps of Null. Alright, so that's going to be Ruby Road Exchange. I'm trying to figure out my way around here is a little difficult. Ah, yes. Don't look at the dancing girls. Don't look at the dancing girls. Darn it, I looked at the dancing girls. What can I say? I'm a man of simple tastes. Alright, Uldan Citizen, you are actually not the quest I'm looking for. You're, I think, samurai stuff, which is Stormblood? I think that was like, it was like one of the, it was the expansion after Heaven's Word. But yeah. The only non-Realm Reborn class I have leveled up is Machinist, because I like using gun. But nevertheless, Ganelon, buddy, what you got for me? Yes, I'm a busy man. If you're looking for small talk, I suggest you look elsewhere. No need to be rude, Ganelon. He's a friend of mine. Now, what say you share your latest findings with us? I promise I'll make it worth your while. Ellie? If it isn't a Mithril Eye Star reporter, come to have a laugh at Ganelon's expense before returning to pen your latest front page feature, eh? Oh, very well. Just promise you'll put in a good word for me with the higher-ups, okay? Now, let me tell you this. There's strange things afoot at the Colosseum. Bugger all! It's a travesty, I tell you! Oh boy. Put on some pants, fellas! Hotch, Hugh, and Hamo! Whatever is the matter? And where, pray tell, is Hutchin? The four of you will compete for the cup together, yes? I fear that an unfortunate mishap has left Hutchin in no condition to fight. We were just on our way to convey the dire news to Dower Meadow. I think these were also guys we helped earlier with like a Yellow Moon quest in this same quest line, but it's been so long, but mishap my arse. This was sabotage. Some bloody coward out there would stop at nothing to eliminate his competition. I swear it on my subligar. Lower your voice, Hotch. My head stinks enough without your bloody shouting. In comes! Oh. Hutchin! Should you not be resting your wounds? Oh, but forgive your incompetent, unworthy comrade. If I had been quicker with my mantra, we would still be 4 men strong. Do not berate yourself so, Hamo. In victory and defeat, the Mantravilles fight as one. You bear no more responsibility for my wounds than I. Any road, I dare say I'll not be getting back into fighting Fettle by arsing about in bed. I'm ready to chant some mantras. How about the lot of you? Hutchin, for you, I am always ready. Now that's what I like to hear. 1,000 mantras, and I want each one to ring out over the Sagoli. Yeah! 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 The Mantravilles? Aye, as Hutchin tells it, they took their name from a training partner they met at the Fist of Ralger, a man they most admired for his devotion and chiseled physique. Consider me not the least bit interested. This talks of attacks on the competitors, however. Of this I would hear more. Ah, yes. I mentioned that strange things were afoot. Yes, with mere days left before the Mithril Cup, a staggering number of would-be combatants have withdrawn, citing a host of curious ailments and injuries. With the list of entrants shrinking by the day, the organizers have been forced to abandon the elimination format in favor of a mass melee between what few battlers remain. The Phantom Thief's challenge. Gladiators dropping like flies. No, this is no mere coincidence. I would speak to the individual in charge of the event. Where might I find him? Though the concern sponsors the tourney, the day-to-day organizational duties are being handled by a fellow by the name Dower Meadow. He should be in his office within the Colosseum's halls. I'll send word to the gateman, Yuyubaya. He owes the Mithril Eye a favor or two. Splendid. Come, Jake. We've got a case to crack. All right. Speak with Yuyubaya in the Colosseum. It should be in here. Although, probably as a white mage, I'm not going to look very intimidating. Let me swap to Summoner, Dragoon, Monk, Ninja. Man, I have quite another warrior. Here we go. Even though Paladin would be more appropriate, but I played Paladin earlier. Ah, there you are, standing in the middle of the steps, weirdly enough. Can I get past? Okay, I can get past you. From the Mithril Eye, you say? Then by all means, you are free to enter. I am Ellie, reporter for the Mithril Eye. Never blinking, all-seeing, you know the deal, yes? And you must be Dower Meadow. I was hoping I could ask you a few questions about the upcoming tourney. Gah! Who am I to argue with free publicity? And from a charming little thing like yourself. Ask away, me girl. That said, between the challenge from that so-called Phantom Thief and now these bizarre attacks targeting the fighters, our tourney's already the talk of the town. Not that you'll see me complaining, provided someone's still left to fight there is. That is. You're free to investigate as you wish, but you'd be smart to exercise some caution. Needless to say, recent events have everyone here a bit on edge. Why, just moments ago, one fighter almost took off another's head for insulting the color of his subloop. Looks like we got ourselves another, Those two aren't in the entry books. Oh, hi! Bonk. And our challenger unleashes a vicious right hook as the gentleman inspector was channeling his strength for his next attack. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. Inspector Briardian, as efficient as ever, I see. A true gentleman. Excuse violence, Inspector. That posing, though, right? Face down, rear up. That's... No, I'm not finishing that sentence. You were thinking. It annoyed me. Dower Meadow, I presume? Tell me everything you can about the prizes for this tourney, and try to be brief. Was wondering when you might ask. Master Firegeist has spared no expense in making the Mithril Cup the most lucrative tourney this Coliseum's ever seen. The victor will receive a true treasure from his collection, the Warden's Grace, a ring fitted with the largest sun sphere you'll find outside of the cairn. The second and third place prizes are nothing to sneeze at neither, but I don't care how many faces he's got, we've nothing to fear from this thief. The concern has hired an elite regiment of stone torches to watch over the vault day and night. Yes, just as the brass blades were so successful in stopping the thief last time. If you want your treasures safe, go fetch them and bring them to me. And be quick about it. I haven't all day. Fear I can't do that, Inspector. After all, what proof do I have that you ain't Mr. Many Faces in another of his elaborate get-ups? No, if you want to get your hands on the spoils, you'll have to claim them as any other would. In battle. As a matter of fact, what with the ranks thinned as they are, we're actively recruiting new competitors. The more the merrier, and the more lucrative at that. Now, where did our receptionist get off to? Over here, you slimy bugger. We've got some fresh blood for the melee. Give me a moment, will ya? I've only got 8 arms. Or were they legs? Final Fantasy VI fans just went, ah! Slobbering cephalopod. You called? I was just about to give the lovely Miss Avila the grand tour. Inspector Hildibrand, look, he's purple. Astute as ever, Nashu. This color, this overabundance of appendices. I smell a case. Ah, that's just my receptionist, Ultros. Don't be startled now. He's an ugly little bugger, but he's friendly enough. Word has it he was one of many bizarre creatures born from a recent experiment with ancient incantations at the Thaumaturges Guild. Of course it would be the Thaumaturges. Right. They were going to seal him away in a hole in the desert with the others when he opened his slobbering mouth and started pleading for his life. I just wanted to live in peace. I'll do anything. Anything. So the management hired him to perform odd jobs about the Coliseum. And I ever glad they did. I tell ya, this job ain't glamorous, but it sure has its perks. What a delicious morsel. I want to get my tentacles around her. Yeah, okay, Japan. Quick word. The creepy, pervy old man stereotype is not funny. It is creepy. It is bad. It is awful. It should die. I know not who you are or where you hail from, and I do not care. If you dare challenge me, my Tempest Blade will show you no mercy. You can forget about your case, Inspector. There is only one who will claim the victor's spoils, and that is me. Oh, I just love it when she talks tough. Now who's the chump who wants to get a pummeling by my lovely little Avie? Though a gentleman takes far more pride in rescuing fair damsels and fighting them, I fear we have little recourse. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, shall do what must be done to... Jake Oliver will be entering the tournament on my behalf. Jake Oliver? You do look like an Oliver. Well, bugger me with a spear. To think I see the day when a warrior of light stood in my Coliseum. Okay, I couldn't help but notice the grammar, like a Ulmer, but also it's one of those things where if you're trying to program last names and trying to get that to work, I can understand just using a and just saying good enough, but yeah, what can I say? I'm one of those grammar people. Hear that clink, clink, clinkin'? That's the sound of gil pouring into our coffers when the public finds out that a true Eorzean hero will be stepping into the ring to fight for the Mithril Cup. Oh, and I reckon your friend can tag along too. Show him where to sign, Ulti. With Jake, I suppose we have as good a chance as any. Now we just need to make sure that he doesn't come down with some curious injury. That gladiatrix, Avila, was it? Seems quite certain of her chances at victory. Suspiciously certain, I would say.
Ha! I am already 10 steps ahead of you, Inspector. That Ultros fellow seems most knowledgeable about Miss Avila. Come, Nashu, the investigation is afoot.
As much as that sounds like an amazingly productive line of investigation, might I suggest that our first priority is to keep Jake safe here safe? Let us return to Ganelon and see what else he can tell us of these mysterious attacks on the combatants. Very well, I shall leave the task to you. I have a lead of my own to investigate. Should you uncover any new information, I trust you will share it with me at first opportunity. Speak with Ganelon in front of the Colosseum. Alright, Colosseum front was... It's gotta be this way, right? Hello, Crystal Brave. Is this the direction I need to go? Yes, it is. Alright. Me? Nervous about the Crystal Braves after starting the Heavensward quest? No, why would I be? Alright. Oh, you again. I've already told you that. What? Enter the tourney, you say? Are you out of your bleeding mind? Look, I've got a suspicion or two, which I'm happy to share with you, but in the end, you'll have to protect yourself, you hear? So I've been asking around, and it seems that more than a few of the fighters who pulled out of the tourney were scheduled to fight a warrioress by the name of Avila. Now, I can't make any promises, but my instinct tells me this girl is bad news. But don't take it from me when you can hear it from someone who crossed blades with her just days ago. Followed by the name of Ragin' Rat, had the misfortune of being matched up with Avila in the preliminary round, and earned himself a right bruising from it all. Last I heard, he was resting up back at the Pugiliest Guild. Why didn't you pay him a visit? Hildibrand, you got something to say?
Oh ho, the plot ever thickens. While I have my doubts that the lovely Avila is behind these dastardly incidents, it would behoove us to hear what this raging rat fellow has to say.
Yeah, I probably should have clicked on these two before clicking on Ganelon, but whatever. Look, I know you're a warrior of light and all, but we can't afford to take any chances. Be on your guard, Jake. Nashu, be very careful what you write this time. Are you even writing anything? You're not. Alright, well, Pugiliest Guild. Quickest way there? Nah, let's just run for it. Oh, there you are. Hey, buddy. Come to have a good laugh at old Raging Rat's expense, have ye? Well, you're not the first, I say. Is there not a man in this entire realm with an ounce of sympathy?
Greetings, good sir. How fortunate you are today that your guest is Hildibrand Mandeville, gentleman and inspector. Now, if you would, please enlighten me to how exactly it was that you were beaten to a bloody pulp by Miss Avila.
Gentlemen, my arse, have you not a whit of delicacy? Delicacy? Yeah, delicacy. All right. Never you mind. Look, the records may say I lost, but I admit to nothing o' the sort. I'll shout at the top of my lungs if no one else will. The girl doesn't fight fair. Tempest Blade? Some kind of foul sorcery if you ask me. Mark my words, that girl is up to no good. If she weren't so damned easy on the eyes, she'd be rotten in gaol as we speak. The girl's Alamegan, or haven't you heard? You know how it is with those refugees. Why fight with honor when you've got nothing to lose? Yeah, we're going there, huh? Yes, and why not disparage an entire people in a pathetic attempt to salvage your sorry pride? This one's a real piece of work, Jake. Let's be on our way. Thank you, Ellie. I didn't mean no offense, miss. Just telling it like it is, as it were. Racist. Perhaps it truly is some manner of sorcery, as the fellow says. Or perhaps she works with an accomplice. She didn't strike me as the magic-wielding type. If I were a betting woman, I'd put my gill on the ladder.
Ah, Miss Ellie, the thrill of the chase has struck a chord with you as well. Yes, I can see it in the wrinkles beneath your eyes. We might very well make an inspectors of you yet.
I'll give you a good wrinkle, you insensitive boor. If what the man says is true, it's likely that our fellow Alamegans might sympathize with her plight. An accomplice would hardly be out of the question.
Yes, I can see it now. Two unfortunate souls shunned by those around them, united by destiny and a common desire for justice. Ample appendages whirling wildly, sending gusts of winds flying every which way. Avila and Ulti, a match made in the heavens. Were it any more obvious, I could have solved this case without leaving my home.
incredible. Your powers of deduction never fail to amaze, Inspector. What is it with you two and that infernal octopus?
Mr. Ultros should still be at the Coliseum. Let us hurry before he slithers back off to whencesoever he came.
And they casually walk. Make haste! She's just like, I'm done with this group. All right, speak with Hildibrand in the Coliseum. And back we go. So yeah, little history of Alamigo. In the 1.0 version of the game that got nuked to orbit, the setting was that the Garlean Empire, who are the big bads, when they first invaded the Eorzean continent, they took over the city of Alamigo. That's basically their head of operations. Then after that, they went to Kurthus, but then they got defeated by dragons, and that's basically how that story began. Hildibrand, what you got for me?
Shh, friend, and look over yonder.
Behold those exquisite legs, those stylish tentacles, the unearthly undulations of... Oh, wait, no, that's Hildibrand, not the creepy guy.
Behold those exquisite legs, those stylish tentacles, the unearthly undulations of his squirmy, squishy body. Yes, our friend Ulti is that most fascinating creature indeed. Behold how he carefully eyes the gladiatrix before him. What manner of mischief is he plotting?
Hildibrand, I'm so glad that you are not as pervy as Ultros.
He speaks! Yes, this is most suspicious indeed.
I hate this so much. I hate... Ugh.
Oh, what is this? That girl has fled in a panic. Our friend Ulti appears to be discouraged. Look at the way his shoulders sag, or how they would sag if he had shoulders. Our quarry is on the move. Quickly, Nashu, we must pursue.
Shrug. Alright, speak with Nashu in front of the Coliseum. Hildibrand.
Ah, there he is. You will not escape us so easily, Mr. Ultros.
Okay, Clive, you might not want to be standing AFK there, just saying. Mr. Ulti seems to have found himself another gladiatrix. What might he be plotting this time? Look at those succulent legs. I'd reckon they'd taste just wonderful in a good marinara sauce. Okay, so that's Nashu saying that about Ultros. Marinara sauce. Ah, he speaks! Yeah, Ultros? This isn't gonna work. And another girl rushes off. Whatever did he say to her? He looks so sad. Shall we douse him in lemon butter and put him out of his misery, Inspector? Please do. Whatever is he doing with these girls anyway? Call me crazy, but I think he likes them? Why are you so shocked, you two? Come on. Alright, speak with Nashu first. Poor Mr. Ultros didn't seem to have much luck with the ladies. Speaking only for myself, I'd love to have him for dinner. Perhaps some nice lemon butter sauce. Hildibrand is contemplating the implications of Ultros' behavior. And look who it is! We got the original Hildibrand, no, not Hildibrand, Manderville coming in.
Poor misunderstood Ulti. Here we suspected him of criminal activity, when in truth he was just a gentle soul, luckless in love.
And a criminal, technically.
Oh, Ulti, can you find it in your squishy, slimy heart to forgive us?
Yes, yes. Now, perhaps we should return to our investigation. If Avila is as suspicious as they say, perhaps we should follow her around for a bit. Dour Metal back at the Coliseum should be able to enlighten us as to her whereabouts.
An excellent idea, Miss Ellie, but I have a better one. Let us return to the Coliseum and speak with Dour Metal. From him we shall ascertain Miss Avila's whereabouts, upon which we shall follow her about to see if she is indeed as suspicious as they say. Come, Nashu, the investigation calls.
That's literally what she just said.
Don't think Uncle Ulti didn't see you following me. What's the big idea, huh? I'm nothing more than a stupid octopus. Glee. Or am I? Come on now, I just want what any octopus wants. A cute girl, untold riches, and the admiration of millions. Can't Uncle Ulti dream? Well, kids, hate to ink and run. Then again, I am an octopus.
Speak with dire metals on the steps of Thal. Here we go. Ultros is the ultimate note beast. Oh, very much so. I can't wait to kick his sorry tush. If he even has... Do octopuses even have tushes? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I know Octolings in Splatoon have them, but... Yes, what is it this time? I'm a busy man. Looking for Avila, you say? She said something about sharing a flagon with her countrymen over at the Coffer and Coffin. I reckon you might still find her there. I warned you, though. If you're smart, you'll keep your distance from that one. That poor bugger Ganelon tried to interview her for an article, though the girl was going to rip his head clean off. How can I put this? She doesn't seem to take kindly to being asked questions of a personal nature, if you catch my drift. That said, if you're looking for a good sparring match to warm ye up for the tourney, that might be just the ticket. Gar! I can assure you there will be no need for gratuitous fisticuffs, my good sir. With my remarkable powers of espionage, we will ascertain all the information we need without the fiery lass even being alerted to our presence. Let us be off. Okay. From there, we need to speak with Hildibrand at the... Hang on, that's central... Oh, yeah, I can just warp. Yeah. Try and save what little gil I have for the house I want to buy eventually, you know, in 2 years. Central Thanalan, there we go. Yeah, the way to earn a lot of gil is kind of long. I got 1 million gil for quote-unquote free for buying the complete edition of this game, along with a number of other minions, mounts, cool headgear, and stuff like that. But yeah, otherwise I'd still be on the free trial and stuck at like 300,000 gil, which, you know, it's still a pretty high number, but if you're just not spending money on anything, you will quickly run into that cap. Hail the brand.
Behold, the lovely Miss Avila, just as predicted. Let us keep watch from here so as not to set off the girl's famed temper.
How many times must I tell you? There is no cause for concern. The spoils shall be mine. It may as well be written stone. Do you realize what this means? We have suffered and suffered long, but my victory shall mark a new era. Just as Roban Alden won a new life for himself in the Colosseum, I shall win a new life for our people. The prize that I shall claim will bolster the wealth of our people 1,000, no, 10,000-fold. In a land where wealth is power, we will be kicked to the gutter by the Uldans no longer. And with that, I must be off to the Nanawa mines to meet my sister.
Miss Avila's self-assurance is ever a sight to behold. I deduce that my own chances of felling her on the field of battle are infinitesimal.
I could have told you that before you signed up. Come now, we have a suspect to pursue. So, oh, hang on, I was about to explain the whole Alamigo situation again. But...
Trying to steal Avila from Uncle Ulti's tentacles, are you? I'm afraid that isn't going to happen. Yes, Uncle Ulti's homemade explosive will see that this is the end of the road for you. Does that make me a bad octopus?
Ah, the distinctive smell of fire sand. Another one of your handcrafted explosives, I take it, Dashu?
Heavens no, Inspector. This is far too elaborate to be one of mine. Do you think whoever crafted this would be willing to give me a lesson?
There ought to be? Preposterous! Could it be that Musclehead isn't as stupid as he looks?
Oh, trust me, he's stupid, but just very lucky.
I see.
I see. In any event, I shudder to think of what might happen if an unsuspecting passerby chanced upon such a hazardous object. Allow me. Heave-ho!
You gotta be kidding me!
Well, it looks like Ultros is blasting off again. Alright. So the Alamigos, because the Garlean Empire took over Alamigo, they've been forced to relocate and they're immigrants. They first tried getting into Ul'dah, but Ul'dah is very much a rich man's paradise, as it were, and they already have a lot of immigrants in there, so they look unkindly on them. So the Alamegans then made this little area over here. Wait, is this Blackhorse Station? Oh, wait, no. Little Alamigo is... Where is Little Alamigo? Isn't it, like, right here? Hang on. I was telling a story, but there's a place around here called Little Alamigo. It's... Oh, Southern Thailand. Yeah, that's where they relocated. So very much politics, immigration stuff. This game is very political. And honestly, I think for the better. But this is not the political stuff. This is just, how do I put it? Three Stooges.
That maiden in mining garb must be the sister of whom Miss Avila spoke. Let us listen a bit closer.
I thought we agreed no hard labor until your leg is healed. I swear, sometimes I think you were born solely to give your poor sister headaches. Says the girl who once fought off 10 Imperials with one good arm. Perhaps someday you'll understand that your little sister can take care of herself just as well as you. Speaking of which, what news of the tourney? Worry not, Hegelina. I have taken all the necessary precautions. The Warden's grace is as good as ours. Even the most modest estimates value its worth at some 30 million gil. Do you realize what this means? Necklaces from Eshtames, sun-silk dresses, all the luxuries you have ever wanted will be yours, or you could buy a house in lavender beds and then, like, decorate it halfway through. The poor little girls in shabby clothes, objects of pity and scorn for the old Don upper crust. Those days are over. After I claim victory, we will take over our rightful place at the top of society. I don't know, Avi. Wealth is all well and good, but when I see you stand tall in the Colosseum, hundreds of thousands cheering your name, I am proud. No matter how humble our birth, if we stand strong and stand together, this alone is all the wealth I ask for. That is your problem, Hegelina. You've always been too quick to settle for less than you're worth. But worry not, for your sister is watching over you. I will do this for us. Now I must return. Gods forbid one of those prying reporters overhears us. That's my Avi, unfazed by a duel to the death, yet terrified to be caught in a moment of tenderness. May the gods smile on you, sister, and be safe.
A more moving display of sisterly love I have not seen, and yet I fear it has afforded us little in the way of prospective clues.
I just noticed who's in the background, way over here.
It would seem Avila's obsession with victory runs even deeper than we imagined.
That said, I can't help but feel a bond with the girl. My sister and I were alone in the world too, you see. Inspector, did you just hear what I heard?
Look, kids, Uncle Ultia has had it up to here with you. Do you think you could just fall in this pit and die like a good little boy? I'm talking to you, Mr. Warrior of Light. Hear that sound? Just one step closer. Closer. Not you, you idiot!
No need for concern, friends. I've simply taken the liberty of investigating this hole in the ground, and I'm pleased to report that there seems to be nothing out of the ordinary.
Our hero. Now, shall we return to Ul'dah? The mithril cup will be starting before long, and the last thing we want after all this is to lose our bout by forfeit.
Could it be? Did that musclehead dive straight in my trap to save his companions? The others seem completely unsurprised at this turn of events. Doubtless he has performed such selfless acts before. A true gentleman if I ever saw one. But if you think that means I'm gonna show mercy on you, you've got another thing coming. Time to break out the big guns, kids! Wait a minute, I dug 2 pits, didn't I? Come to think of it, the second one was right around... Hey, give me a break!
Oh dear. I don't feel sorry for Ultros at all. Alright, follow Hildibrand to the gates of Nald. This is going to be way, way to the south here. You know, I know some people play the game and they turn the mount music off, but I like the mount music. I can certainly see why it gets really annoying after a while if you're just constantly on and you're getting on a mount, then getting off a mount, then getting on it, then getting off it again. Black Brush Station, and we have Hildibrand. Ellie, anything to add? Whatever does he think he's found this time? What has he found this time? Yes, is something the matter? We're on something of a tight schedule here, Inspector.
Stand back, Miss Ellie. My well-honed inspector senses are tingling. I feel a most fearsome adversary lurking about.
He now has 2 bumps on his head. He had 1 on the previous cutscene from getting...
This time you're really up the creek without a paddle, kids. Say hello to a not-so-little friend of mine from the Coliseum. He's large, he's in charge, and most of all, he's hungry. Whee!
Well, we're waiting.
Where in the world is he? I haven't got all night.
There he is. There's our boy Godbert.
My Chimera! Who is that half-naked fool?
Buddy, he's a little more than half naked. I'd say like 98% naked. Hey, Godbert.
Father! Could it be that the aura of your unmitigated murderous rage that I felt was not our quarry, but you?
Hildy, I was merely taking a stroll in search of inspiration and materials for my newest masterpiece in the making. And what brings you and your friends to these parts today?
Just a bit of sleuth work, Father dear. And with that, we must return to Ulda. If you have not heard, your son is set to compete for the Mithril Cup.
Ooh, moonlighting as a gladiator, are we? A fitting second career for a Mandeville man, if I do say so myself.
That muscle-bound old man is the inspector's father? Remind me never to go to one of their family reunions. God, just who is this inspector anyway?
Hildy is a worthy rival, if ever there were one.
Who goes there?
Oh, hi, Enkidu!
Hildy, Jake, I have been waiting for this day.
Hi, Greg.
Well, looky who we have here. You're quite the intimidating gent yourself. A friend of the inspector, mayhap?
I am Gilgamesh, wandering duelist, and I am not so much the inspector's friend as his enemy.
Well, that makes 2 of us. Perk up, Gulliver, because this just might be our lucky day.
Is there no one in this accursed realm who will remember my...
Call me what you will, friend, but heed my words.
Jake is a formidable foe.
That sounded like high praise coming from a big fella like yourself. To have such a powerhouse as a sidekick, that inspector must be something else indeed.
I know not what brings you to do battle with those 2, but I'll warn you. You will end up as seafood soup if you face them alone. And with that, I must be off. For reasons that I do not entirely understand, I am considered something of a fugitive in these parts. Jake, I will not fall so easily this time.
Well, it looks like I've got my legs full. All 8 of them. What if that adventure is too strong to take on alone? I'll just have to bring along a friend.
Uh-oh! Shouldn't have moved! A supplely twisting ring calls to mind the undulations of a creature of the sea. Yes, inspiration has struck.
Nobody here but us octopodes.
You're not going to be able to outrun him, trust me.
Look forward to your next life as a masterpiece, fiend.
It's this sequence again.
Muscleheads! I hate them!
That's a big boom. Yes, indeed, Rhea. The chase is on, and then it just stopped. All right, speak with Hildibrand in front of the Coliseum. We're right out here. I'm lazy and I don't want to walk.
Oh, a girl kitten.
Yeah, hang on. Which one of the, if I take a look at my minions, which one of these do I want to summon? You know what? Wind up Nanamo. We're an Ulda. This is like my personal favorite one of these. Because what you can do is use the beckon emote. And she crawls up on your shoulder. It's so cute. I love it. And if you're a Lalafell, she'll just crawl on top of your head. It is so silly. But then again, Lalafells are like that, right? Alright, Coliseum. This way. Wow, let's look at that interesting wall. It's totally not just dancers. Alright, hold up. I'm getting very lost here. I swear I've been an old doll plenty of times before. Yeah, funny thing about the wind-up Nanamo is that it's an achievement item that you can get. If I take a look at my achievements right now while running through the city. Yep, I got Miner, Botanist, and Fisher, Provider of the Realm. All my crafting stuff's up to level 50. I haven't actually checked in with how many achievement certificates I could get. Because every 50 points, you get one certificate. And minions only cost 2 certificates. And it's, if you just play the game casually, eventually you'll just get so many, you'll just get all the achievement stuff. How much there is, there's a couple of minions I need to get. I have all the mounts. There's like, there are swimsuits you can buy.
Good heavens! Chancing upon father like that, I dare say it's taken a year off my life. Quite a crowd has assembled. It would seem the festivities are nigh about to commence. I had hoped to uncover more of Miss Avila's secrets, but no matter. What better place to continue my investigation than on the field of battle?
All right. Field of battle, huh? Hildibrand appears to be in something of a hurry. The trouble with truffles.
Good heavens! We haven't much time before the tourney begins. We must hasten back to the Colosseum and apprise ourselves on the rules of engagement. To a true gentleman, the battle is not about victory or defeat, but fighting with honor. Whatever treachery or guile my opponents may employ, I must not, I will not, lower myself to their level.
And away we go. Actually, I might, hang on. Let me swap to scholars. Because something very soon, I know what the next big thing is. It's going to be a trial with 8 people. I'd rather be healing than tanking. Should be right over here. Nashu? Nope, that's the wind-up Nanamo. Hang on. Is it just me, or is Mr. Ultros a bit lumpier than he was before? Where is he, actually? Oh, he's on top of the steps here. Yep, he's got 3 old bumps on his head. Did you buy a Would it kill them to station me a few yalms closer to the action? Gods forbid I actually get to enjoy the tourney after all my hard work. Where'd Nanamo go?
Bumps on the head, chipped teeth. I am one shabby-looking octopus. I tell you, they don't pay me enough for this. But that's all going to change soon, isn't it, buddy?
Funga! Gee, I wonder who that could be.
Ah, Mr. Ultros, just the octopus we were looking for. I was hoping that you might enlighten us as to, ye gads, who gave you those ghastly bruises?
The bruises? I fell down the stairs, that's all. Don't get lost. I'm a busy octopus.
Totally believable lie, right?
Funga! Ouch, you have my sympathies, good sir. It is challenge enough to coordinate 4 limbs, let alone 8. Is there someone inside your office?
No, whatever gave you that idea? I'm simply, fumigating the place for pests. Pests like yourself. Now, don't you have a battle to go fight?
Funga!
Inspector, I think someone's alive in there.
That's just me, talking to myself. Yes, funga. Gods, yes, gods. Working as a receptionist is fun.
Battered, bruised, beset by vermin, and still able to find joy and fulfillment in your work. I say, Mr. Ultros, your passion for your chosen profession is truly an inspiration to us all.
Hey, Briardian. Jake, if you would come with me for a moment, I fear the stupidity in the air may be contagious. Nanamo still on my shoulder. Nice. Also, I love this song, by the way. It's, let's see, The Sultana Sleeps. I believe that's what it's called. In fact, I can check that right now. Orchestration list. Here we go. Not Papaya Demastered. That's totally different. Quest, Ambience. It's not that one. Rage, Trials, Dungeons, Locales. Here we go. Sultana Dreaming. That is what this song playing right now is. It's probably my favorite track in the game so far. Yes, I know. There's crazy heavy metal, and I love the heavy metal. I love hearing the... Oh, what is it? Exponential Entropy. I haven't played that raid yet, but I love that song. But this one is just a good song, right? Well, has your investigation borne any fruit? Ah, yeah, so Ulti's kind of a creep. I see. Avila seeks to win the tourney to claim a fortune and raise her and her sister out of poverty. Furthermore, she has implied that she has taken the necessary precautions to ensure that her victory is all but certain. While trailing her, you narrowly evaded a series of dastardly obstacles, and upon your return, that strange octopus appeared considerably worse for the wear. I play the Final Fantasy XIV soundtrack a lot, love the music. Yeah, me too. Although Exponential Entropy has ruined vacuuming for me forever. I can't do it around my house without humming that song anymore. It's a curse. The evidence points in one direction. The Alamegan girl and Ultros are plotting together to claim the Mithril Cup and its lucrative prize. It is not as preposterous as it sounds. I have done some research on our 8-legged friend. It would appear that Ultros has become something of a regular at Uldah's taverns and, houses of pleasure. Brothels! Sorry, I had something caught in my throat. I suspect that he is using his inside knowledge of the workings of the Colosseum to identify and eliminate potential threats, thereby ensuring victory for Avila and earning himself a healthy commission. There is also the matter of the Tempest Blade that is rumored to be the source of the Alamegan girl's strength. This remains a mystery, which means I fear your life is still in danger, Jake. One of the guards informed me that several crates of refuse from the Colosseum reception area were hastily discarded in Pearl Lane not bells ago. It is a stab in the dark, but the contents may yet provide some answers. I would ask you to bring them to me. Sure. Search Pearl Lane for Colosseum refuse. That involves going... That's taking the red. That's another quest thing. No, it's somewhere here in the Steps of Null. Oh, I need to go here. Alright. Oh, we've got... Oh, yeah, this is the market board. A lot of people around here. And we have what in the... Hi, frog. You're taller than I normally would suspect. Oh, look. Coliseum refuse. And then what do I know? I'm wearing a graduation cap because it's part of my class and I haven't found a better helmet yet. Wait, is that a gunbreaker sword? That's a gunbreaker sword from Final Fantasy VIII. That is a class in this game. I have not unlocked it yet. Okay, up next. Where are we going? Ah, here we go. Coliseum refuse.
And now to return.
Alright, so from here to the Gladiators Guild. It is right over here. Hello, Briardian. Hang on, can I... Yeah, I should probably speak with these three again, just to make sure of things.
Mr. Ultros is truly a man after my own heart, a gentleman among octopodes.
Listen to Mr. Ultros talk truly is inspiring. I say he's looking more appetizing by the minute. Well, let me see what you have found. A large wooden box containing all sorts of detritus gathered from the Colosseum. Some of it is still twitching. What? Now, what have we here? Ah, yes, a spectacular assortment of innards and entrails, and what's this? A sack even more foul-smelling than the gore it was lying in, if that can be believed. And look here, something appears to be written on the side. Sint got sundries? It would seem this merchant has had dealings with that squishy mass of tentacles. Let us pay a visit to the man and have him enlighten us as to the exact nature of their partnership. Well, the plot thickens. Actually, hang on. Let me just summon a random minion. I have a button here that just summons a random minion. Let's just do that. See what we pull. We pull Wolf Pup. How you doing, buddy? This is like an A-tier Lord of Verminion thing. I am not even kidding. Wolf Pup has gotten me through so many fights. But, other than that, where am I supposed to go from here? Maybe this way? Ah, yes, Sintgalt.
Welcome, welcome. What might a discerning gentleman like yourself be looking for today?
The battlefields the day after slaughter smell better than the unknown contents of this bag.
I'm sorry, sir, but if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. No exchanges, replacements, or refunds. I stand by the quality of my wares, and I expect my customers to do the same.
Wait, now, did Ultros send you? I'll be asking the questions here. What exactly did you sell to that ungodly creature?
Why, an entire sack full of gold truffles. Can you believe it? What with the impressive price and that distinctive aroma, they're only for the most discerning of customers, which Mr. Ultros clearly is, as he just placed another order today.
Could these truffles somehow be connected to... No, I shall stop myself before I start sounding like...
Inspector Briardian, it wounds me that you would sneak off to conduct your investigation without me, and to steal away Shake here. This gentleman is not impressed.
Hey. Did you find anything, Inspector? Good gods, what is that dreadful smell?
Miss Ellie, I would have expected a cultured young woman like yourself to be more educated in the Epicurean arts. That is the most distinct and delightful aroma of the gold truffle. An acquired taste, to be sure, but one that has won the heart of many an Uldan gourmet. I particularly enjoy them slow roasted, as my dear mother makes them.
Roasted, you say? Why, my mouth's watering just thinking about it. Might I be so bold as to ask the recipe? Blah, 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 yakety yak. It appears the productive portion of this conversation has come to an end. Besides, the tourney is about to begin. Let us make haste back to the Colosseum. Nod. Complete. And my hair is clipping through my hood. That's fine.
Do you feel the anticipation in the air, my friend? This shall go down in Eorzean history as the greatest battle since I slew that dragon.
That did actually happen, yes? Sure. We'll roll with that. Briardian has seen enough incompetence for the day. Well, that merchant provided to be a spectacular waste of time. Time which is in short supply. We must return to the Colosseum before the battles begin. Here is the plan, Jake. I shall find a suitable vantage point to observe Miss Avila in combat. Until I have ascertained the trickery behind her abilities, you are to keep a wide berth of her blade. Understood? Let me just type PET for pet the pupper. You can pet the dog in Final Fantasy XIV, confirmed. All right. Heck, you can even pet the Lalafels, but I wouldn't do that. They bite hard. All right, speak retirement. In fact, let me just warp there. All right, I need to go from here to the Gladiators Guild. Ah, yes. Hildibrand, something to say? Do you feel the anticipation? Yep. We already heard that. I should find a suitable... Yep. All right. There you are. I was this close to starting the melee without you. Gar. I'd be remiss not to tell you that there's been a slight change of plans. Another contestant suffered a last-minute injury, and none other than our very own Ultros has stepped in to take his place. With everyone's favorite octopus... Bull. Absolute bull. DJ Octavio is so much better. Sorry, I had a bit of an opinion stuck in my throat. With everyone's favorite octopus joining you two in the fray, spectators are just pouring in, and bookmakers across town are raking in the guild, which ain't a bad thing for us. Word has it that Master Firegeist himself is quite taken with my promotional skills. Aye, the future's looking bright for old Dower Meadow, it is. So what do you say? Are you ready to get your arses kicked? Gar! Ready for battle? Sure. Alright, that's what I like to hear. Ladies and gents, it's time for blades to whirl and limbs to fly. I feel so out of place wearing my scholar gear.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, plutocrats and paupers, open your eyes and steel your stomachs. The Mithril Cup, brought to you by our ever-charitable friends at Emma Sons Mineral Concern. Your concern is our concern is about to begin.
Yay, hooray!
Who will stand atop the heap of maimed bodies and twisted limbs to claim victory? Will it be the tempestuous Avila of Alamigo, Jake, the famed warrior of light, or...
Who was that grinning fool again? That's right. Humberbatch, agent of infamy and imbecile extraordinaire. I mean, he's like 2/3 correct on that one, right?
Or will it be our 11th hour entry, Ultros, the 8-legged purple purveyor of pain?
Where are the bumps on his head?
Here I am. Did you miss me?
I say we have a battle for the ages here, folks. Combatants, take your positions and let the battles begin!
All right, you know the deal. We team up and wipe out the others. Then, when it's just the two of us, I'll take a dive. And you'll receive your share of the winnings.
I have not forgotten our promise.
Book! Pose!
Yep, that's some pally nonsense right there.
Look at Avila's blade spin! Why, she's a veritable whirlwind of death and destruction out there. They breed him tough in Malamigo, that's for certain.
Uh-oh. You are next. Prepare for the power of literature. What are you doing?
Here we go, ladies and gents. Once my buddy gets a whiff of these raw truffles, he'll be sneezing up a storm. Literally. Nothing like the rich aroma of roasted truffles. All this fighting is giving Uncle Alti an appetite. Is it time for dinner yet? Wait a minute. Roasted truffles?
Braised in a savory sauce, just like Mother used to make them. Feel free to have seconds. There's a whole sack full where that came from.
That meddling musclehead!
What's taking him so damned long? The girl's gaze gives it away. Open that gate at once. Hi, Typhon. Funga. Anyone who's been at the Gold Saucer long enough knows who Typhon is. What is that monstrosity?
Mr. Typhon, is that your stomach I hear rumbling? Could I interest you in some roasted truffles, perhaps?
What fascinating friends you have, Ulti. Why, just look at this charming little nose. Is he perhaps suffering from a case of the sniffles?
Wouldn't do that, buddy.
Oh!
Could it be? Avila's vaunted Tempest Blade. It was that monster all along? The girl played us all for fools.
Don't look at me. It was all her idea. I'm just a stupid octopus.
You were the one who approached me, you double-dealing fiend.
I just wanted to experience the thrill of battle, you know, for my work and all. Come on, Dower. Has Uncle Alti ever lied to you?
What did I tell you? I knew there was something fishy about that Alamegan whore. Alamegans. Beggars and brutes, a lot of them. We gave them a home in our land, and this is the things we get? Send her to Garlemald for all I care. Just get her out of my sight before I get sick. Yeah, don't you just love the casual racism? But I just wanted to... My sister. I feel for the girl.
Really, my little octopus heart goes out to her. But the rules are rules, right? Now if Uncle Alti may be so bold. I say we call off the melee and have a final showdown between the 3 remaining competitors. That would be me, my little buddy Typhon, and Jake here. What do you say, Mr. Warrior of Light?
Sagely nod. Alright, that's what I think. See? Ultros! 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 They're really gonna cheer on the squid above me. Or octopus.
Well, this is a most unprecedented turn of events, but who am I to deny the wishes of such a passionate crowd of martial arts aficionados?
The venue? Halatali, the fighters. The tag team of oh, I'm sorry, Rhea. They're hentai fans? Oh boy. Yeah, this is one of those questions I don't need answer. How many hentai fans are there really in the stadium? There are some things I don't need to know. It's at least one, possibly more. I don't need to know more than that. The venue, Halatali, the fighters, the tag team of Ultros and Typhon versus the Warrior of Light. Who will be left standing when the storm has settled? Be there or miss a battle for the ages. Cross his arms. And stuck in the ceiling is Hildibrand. You okay there, buddy?
He did not fight as a gentleman.
Wolf Pop, what are you doing? No, boy, no, don't do what you, no. Let's just dismiss him. I don't think he can do the animation I was afraid of doing, but let's not risk it. So, to review, the truffles were to elicit a sneeze from the octopus's oversized crony, which would be positioned so as to appear it was coming from the Alamegan girl's blade, allowing the two to sweep away their opponents with ease. No wonder I wasn't able to see it sooner. It's quite possibly the most imbecilic scheme I've encountered in my years as a consulting inspector. But it did fool you, didn't it? At any rate, we have no choice but to trust in your abilities now, Jake. Let us make for Halatali. He'll be fine. Alright, speak with Daramel at Halatali. That is way over there. Hang on, this is Eastern Thanali. I'm gonna just warp here. I've got enough money from all these quests so far I can spend a little to warp. I have 1.6 million. I shouldn't be so stingy. Alright. Up we go! Here at the sand gate, and here we are! We have... We're always on looking for new talent. What with the old talent getting mauled and killed, proper training takes it a place such as this. Now that helps. What is this? Oh, this is... wait a minute. Wait a minute. Isn't this one of those dungeons I can do? Let me check. Dungeons. Oh, yeah, it's right here. Originally a holy place with the first Lalafell arrived in Eorzea, the twisting labyrinth of natural caverns which wind through this massive mesa was transformed by the Gladiators Guild into a series of training pits, animal pens, and holding cells to accommodate the ever-growing popularity of Ulda's Colosseum. After the calamity, however, the location was abandoned. Those remained in pens, left for dead. Not all of them, however, met that fate, and now the tunnels are rife with those who survived, as well as the tormented spirits of those who did not. And we're just going to go in here for reasons? I'm trying to remember what... Man, I am honestly trying to remember Halatali as a... I think there's actually... Wait, is that the one with... No, whatever. Never mind. Prioritian! There's no telling what inane trickery that octopus will attempt next. Be on your guard, Jake. Ellie! I suppose if anyone can defeat those fiends, it's you. Be safe, Jake. The Smith! There's no greater thrill than striving along like-minded companions to overcome the deadliest of challenges. May the wisdom you gain in the Hall of Novices is now the character I need to speak to. Well, the tourney's turned into a right mess. With all the trouble I took preparing consolation prizes for the melee, it looks like we won't be needing them after all. Of course, as long as you're bringing in the spectators and the profits, I could give a gnat's arse. Gar! Now, I know what you're thinking. 2 against 1 ain't fair, especially when one of the two is the size of a small house. So here's the deal. Why don't you bring along some friends of yours from the battle? Let's say 7 of them. That should even the odds, The Dragon's Neck, now accessible. This is why I have visited another realm, because Dynamis tends to be kind of empty. I need to go from here to... Which... Alright, Amador Keep. Yeah, these are ones I haven't even touched yet. Okay, where is... Seriously, where is it? Alright. Dude. Not the map. Dragon's X can be accessed via the Duty Finder. Oh, that's why I can't find it. It's under Trials. Here we go. The World Eater, Striking Tree, Earth's Fonts, High-End Trials, Ultima's oh boy. Nope. The extreme stuff. Ah, the Dragon's Neck. It's a frenetic free-for-all as the Mithril Cup moves to Halatali for the climactic confrontation. Rain will lash and winds will bluster in this perfect storm of a battle. When the tempest subsides, who will rise above the chaos to lay claim to the victor's spoils? Will it be the warrior of light, savior of Eorzea and champion of her people, or the dastardly duo of Ultros and Typhon? All will be answered in Halatali atop the Dragon's Neck. We're just going to join that real quick, and it's going to take a few minutes, possibly 5 or 6. So here is where I start to look up a guide for this. Okay, the Dragon's Neck, level 50 trial. Alright, Circular Arena. If a player is knocked out of the arena, they will be stunned for several seconds, though we'll be able to jump back in once they are no longer stunned. If all the players are knocked out of the arena, then the fight will wipe. At the start, Ultros and Typhon should be tanked separately, with DPS focusing on Typhon. After a period of time, all DPS will be transformed into Imps, losing all their abilities but being able to use Imp Punch, as Imp players must be hit by Ultros' Aqua Breath in order to gain a stack of what is this trial. This is gonna be something. I'm gonna have a seat right here while I come on. S-I-T. No, oh come on. My camera is blocking my terrible spelling when it comes to typing on a keyboard. Okay. So as Imp players must be hit by Ultros' Aqua Breath attack in order to gain a stack of Wet Plate. Each DPS should aim to get 2 stacks of Wet Plate. After a period of time, Typhon will then move to the center of the arena and begin to cast his big sneeze. At this point, Imps should approach him and cast Imp Punch on him. If players have a total of 8 stacks, then Typhon will stop casting. If players did not, however, it will cause a wipe. Once done, players will have a period of time to damage Typhon again before being once more transformed into Imps. In this phase, however, Typhon will go to the center and cast Snort Salt, which places a line of air from each of his mouths spinning into the arena in 2, which slowly rotates around the arena. Players hit by this air will be knocked out. At this point, all Imps in the tank with Ultros should aim to be on the same side while once again being hit by Ultros' bubbles to get Wet Plate stacks while avoiding the AoE and Typhon's Snort Salt. After a while, Typhon will cease his spell and once more begin to cast his big sneeze, where once more Imps need to cast Imp Punch upon him, once again if there are 8 stacks. Yep. If a player knows that they have messed up the Imp Punch, they can preemptively leap out of the arena. When their teammates are knocked out, they can jump back in as their stun is ended, avoiding the wipe. At this point, the fight will devolve into a simple case of dodge AoEs. Occasionally, Typhon will head to the center and begin casting Snort. Damage to all players and knock them a small amount of space towards the edge of the arena. Players should thus be towards the center of the arena when they see Typhon casting it. Otherwise, there's nothing else to it. Blue Mage nonsense. All right. Okay. Okay. Then we're going to lock up your Snort. What is... Oh, okay. All right. All right. Okay. So that's all DPS stuff, right? Well, as a scholar, I kind of have to focus on being DPS and healer at the same time. So now we play the waiting game. Lovely. And here we go. Let's commence this as a scholar. So Scholar is an interesting healer class. There is something I need to do right at the very beginning, or else I'm just not able to heal at all. Come on, DPS. Thank you. And now I get to make my team watch the cutscenes. Well, no, I don't make them watch the cutscenes. They're just going to have to wait for me. The Dragon's Neck. Commence. The final confrontation will be held here atop the Dragon's Neck. If all the members of a team fall from the platform, they forfeit the match. Let the battle begin.
Seafood soup is not on the menu today, kids.
That classic Final Fantasy VI music, am I right? All right, first things first, I need to summon my girlfriend. All right, here we go. This unaspected stuff. All right, Aether Flow. Let's do that, and then... All right. I'm keeping my eye on everyone's health. All right, that guy needs a heal. Quickly now. Very quickly now. Oh, someone got knocked out. Oh, that's a shame. Alright, let's do attacking on this one. That. This. And... Alright. Alright, gonna heal this person. Oh, gotta heal this. Heal much larger. Oh, we're gonna need to heal here. Alright. 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 Let's get that punching in. Oh man, these people need some heals. Why can't... Ow! That sucks. Oh, the top back in. Quickly. Just Whispering Day on everybody. Oh, we're going to need some heals for you. Heal up the tank. More heals on the tank. Alright, now he's just doing this real mean nonsense. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's rotating. Alright, let's see. Oh, it's this one's the 4/8 right nonsense. Alright. Alright, oh boy. Oh, we got a quick res here. Heal. Punch him. No, that's not good. Oh. Alright, from here on it should be alright. Oh. Oh no. Sucker is not a bad. Oh boy, that's a lot. All right, heal the tank. Heal the tank, please. More healing going up the tank. All right, that's good. Let's just kick Ultros. Alright. I think Ultros is almost dead. Alright. Whoa. Oh no. Alright, hop up here. Quickly. There we go. That was a tough fight.
Thwarted again. I feel like such a sucker.
And Jake claims the Mithril Cup and his 7 companions. Yeah! And, yeah, there's no left. Oh, hang on. Loots. Oh, hey! We get a wind up nitro. We get one for free because no one stuck around. Leave duty. Yes. And I see that no one commended me. That's fair. All right, Ellie, what's up? You did it, Jake. With any luck, we've seen the last of that lecherous devilfish. All right, Briardian. Good show, Jake. Your performance has earned us front row seats at the awards ceremony. This should afford us the perfect vantage point to thwart the thief. Come, let us return to the Colosseum. All right. Let's just warp there real quick. Boom. And then we're going to warp to the Gladiator. Yep, over here. All right, Briardian. The ceremony will begin any moment now. Be on your guard. Our adversary may be anywhere or anyone. Hildibrand.
A most remarkable display of martial skill, my adventuring friend. Clearly you have been observing me well in our travels together.
I didn't even see you in the crowd there, buddy. Yes, yes, of course. Why are you posing? You did nothing.
It was a battle for the ages, but a worthy victor has risen to claim the spoils. And now let's take a look at the relic that our champion has won.
Gotta remember to keep moving my mouse to this lower right corner so it's not as a pain. Alright.
Behold, from the personal vaults of Master Fire Geist himself, the Warden's Grace, a timeless treasure that likes of which our realm has never seen. One that's earned the attention of Eorzea's most prominent pilferer. Gar!
But from above. Above you! Ladies and gentlemen, inspectors and invertebrates, the opening act dragged on over long, but worry not, the main event is about to begin. Look who it is! I know that you paid well for your seats here today, but I can assure you that my performance will not leave you disappointed. Now, I invite one and all to sit back and enjoy the show. Indoor fireworks are a fire hazard, just saying. I know we're surrounded by stone and all, but come on.
Vile fiend! Mark my words, you have stolen your last treasure. I swear it on the Mandeville name.
Uh-oh. Hi.
I think not, Hildibrand. Craig, 'tis always a pleasure to reunite with old friends, but your timing truly leaves something to be desired.
Do we have to do this again? Oop. All right, what's with the 90s sitcom laugh track?
Jake, you bested me once, but not today. I shall have my revenge when I pierce your chest with my spear.
Go ahead. Do you not mean your skewer?
My spear!
Enkidu has good taste.
Vile thief, is there not a shredder of honor in you? Return my weapon at once.
Oh, it seems that we have an unexpected guest. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I fear attendance at today's performance is by invitation only. Uh-oh.
Now it's raining truffles, but the battle's already over.
No, the battle's already...
Mr. Typhon? Just a moment. I sure had a tissue here some...
Ah! Whee!
Alas and alack, the ring sails straight into the hands of the fiend.
Giving up so soon, are we?
Those don't sound like the words of a Mandeville man.
There he is, Godbert. He just casually walks around in his skivvies. Just, all right. Oh, here we go.
But of course, brilliant, father. If the ring won't come to me, I shall go to the ring. Why? It'll be just like Dolomund.
Nod.
Hildibrand, Hildior, Maximilian Mandeville. Skyward as only a Mandeville can.
Godbert go. Brrr. But father, you know your own strength. Captain Hot Pants to save the day. Oh, yeah. Well, sort of.
997, 998, 990.
Oh! And there's Enkidu just out there in the background. And somehow he's not dead. Tactical yeet fail. Oh, yes. Like anything goes to plan with Hildibrand. As they just sped up their discussions. These legs, they look strangely familiar.
Ha! Put a little too much spin on that one, it seems.
Not exactly as planned, but who can argue with the results? Save for one thing. This ring is a fake. But no matter, I have a feeling this will lead me to the true treasure. Until next time, friends, you have been a most attentive audience. That key! Bloody hells!
Guards, seize the fiend at once!
That's not very intimidating. Okay, that's intimidating. And it's just confetti. It's too late, sir. The second prize, the Ring of Inquiry. It's gone. Second prize? What is the meaning of this?
Many faced fiend or no, the man spoke true. A master goldsmith's eye cannot be deceived. This sun sphere is clearly a second-rate replica.
You do not want to make Godbird mad. Preposterous. It's just the dim lighting. Yes, if you'll just step over here. Crowd doesn't like that. Have you taken ill, friend? You seem to be perspiring most heavily.
Let's not be so hasty, friends. I can explain.
Somehow he returned. Broken monocle and all. I sold out my honor, joined forces with that odious octopus, all for a false treasure. What a fool I've been. Whatever was I thinking?
Do not berate yourself so, Miss Avila. Why, it was exactly as you said, was it not? You were thinking of dear Helgelina and nothing more.
I suppose that was at that. How do you know my sister's name?
I assure you, young miss, under no circumstance did I tell you to the Nawamais to eavesdrop on your intimately personal dialogue with your beloved sister.
He's a dead man. Oh, you have the right of it. Blinded by the prospect of fortune and fame, I lost sight of myself and what I was truly fighting for. Oh, and what I truly was fighting for. My honor and my sister's trust will not easily be regained, but I will not shirk from the challenge. One mystery still remains. Before the thief had identified the ring as a fake, he had already acquired the key to the storeroom. Clearly the second prize, this ring of inquiry, was his target from the start. But why? There must be some pattern to the items the fiend has stolen. A pattern that betrays his true intentions.
The treaty blade, Azema's virtue, the ring of inquiry, all relics with quite a history. Or to be more precise, relics from the area of the Balladians. Oh ho! If that is so, the answer is clear as day. The fiend means to found Eorzea's greatest museum of Balladian history, pushing up the prices and gouging honest men out of their hard-earned coin. Doubtless another one of his cards will appear on the scene to tell us just as much.
Wait for it. I love how so many of the sound effects are just Looney Tunes instruments, right?
It's just floating there, menacingly.
It's a big card. Priority, move! Oof. Great sneeze, Nashu. All because of a little sneeze. Yep, one little sneeze from Typhon. I have enjoyed our little game, but all good things must come to an end. I shall claim the 4 sacred treasures, and justice shall be served. So this is the thief's final challenge to us, but what are these 4 treasures of which he speaks? Is anyone going to help Hildibrand? Where the 4 treasures of Balladia become one, the wicked shall be judged in the blazing light of the sun.
An old legend, little more than a fairy tale at that, and yet it seems the Phantom believes there is some truth to these words.
4 sacred relics from Balladia? The warden's justice? Lofty words coming from a glorified footpad. One who's winning over the common folk by the day. If rumors are to be believed, it would seem the tales of a master thief ruffling the feathers of the rich and famous have won the man more than a few admirers. Consider his targets thus far: an Uldan collector and her hired thugs, a trading mogul and the brass blades, and now a mining magnate and the stone torches. Is it any surprise that the sympathies of ordinary Uldans would lie with the perpetrator rather than his victims? Astutely observed, Miss Ellie. Our quarry clearly harbors no small degree of resentment for wealth and authority. Might his next target be a member of the syndicate? Perhaps the Sultana herself?
Ha ha! That it will be to his downfall. For the greater the challenge, the higher I rise. Just one moment, if you would. Mark my words, ye of many faces, there's but one man who shall lay claim to take to the 4 lost relics of Valadia, and it shall be Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire.
Yes, I'm sure that inspires us all with great confidence. Dun dun dun! Was that? No, it couldn't be. Ha! Methinks Godbert may need a new pair of spectacles. So why are those two kneeling? No idea. And that is the Colosseum conundrum completed. It says Gentleman Hero Hildibrand. It is a race to recover the 4 lost relics of Belladia. As the fiend's true identity and aspirations are revealed. Will Eorzea fall prey to the forces of evil? Or will our hero do only what only a Mandeville can? Hildibrand will return her last vow. The key to the next case is a mask. Have you ever worn a mask for so long that you forgot what you actually look like? I have. And how do they freeze in midair like that? Talk about a mystery. Oh well. See you next time. Oh man. Well, thanks for the help, Celine. You did good.